Hello, I am a senior in high school, 12th grade, and I really struggle with my imperfections. It's been a few days since I've posted, well, it's been a while since I've posted, and part of that is because I really struggle with my imperfections. I am very blessed with what I have, the things I've been given in life, and the blessings that I've been given, and the opportunities, all of that I've been very, very blessed to have. I'm even afraid so far that I'm not being interesting enough or entertaining enough. Gosh. When's it gonna happen where I can just stop having inhibitions, where I can just do what I want, be what I am, without being afraid that other people will judge me, or that I'm afraid of being who I am, of having imperfections. I don't know. That's what this channel is trying to do, at least for me. It is to be a way of breaking out of who I am, because I know exactly what my flaws are, yet I do not do anything I still can't do anything for them, or at least it's very, very slow going on working through them. Knowing exactly what your problems are and not being strong enough to solve them or do anything about them makes you feel helpless. It makes you feel like you can't do anything. You know, why do you even have the knowledge if you can't do anything with it in the first place? Are you just a failure? And then you realize that thinking you're a failure isn't productive, so what else do you do? Do what everybody else tells you to do, but that doesn't seem to work either. At that point, you're just kind of lost. And then you have to say, I don't know. And then you think, okay, well, what do I do next? Well, I don't know. Okay, how do I stop not knowing? I don't know. And then you can't even think, you aren't even able to put your thoughts into words, so you can't even do anything about them. You just look at them in shame, because you're the only one who can see them. And if you try to say them to others, it won't come out perfectly. And so they'll misunderstand. What do you do about that but just wait? It seems like that's all you really can do. This has been my struggle for a long, long, long time, and I'm not sure what to do about it. You know, I'm a believer in God, so I know that eventually we'll be fine, and I am making progress, but not as fast as I would like, not nearly as fast as I would like. And knowing that you're not some main character of a fantasy novel, you don't get a special power, you don't get a time skip, you don't get that. You just have to wait. You have to wait in your imperfections, and you have to hope that eventually you will break through them. Those bad habits that you keep coming back to again and again and again, even when you thought you were free of them, you just have to keep going. And the fear creeps in, what if I can't keep going? What if this is just it? There are people in their 30s, 40s who are dealing with what I'm dealing. They've been dealing with it their whole life. Do I claim that I'm stronger than them without any real understanding of what it means to be older than you truly are, or in a different circumstance? Or do you admit that you are helpless and then doom yourself to their circumstance? You know, I'm still a kid, but I'd rather die than sentence myself to something like that, or to at least even admit that that's where I'm heading. And so I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep pushing forward no matter what. But it's hard to push forward to something that you have no knowledge of. You know, no matter how many books you read or people you talk to, every single stage of my life has been wildly, wildly different. I'm 17 years old. My brain isn't even fully developed, so what's it gonna be like in the future? Will I be the man I want to be, or will I be even worse than I am now? I don't know. I can't know. The only thing I can do is move forward. I mean, that's the only thing that anyone can do. That fear of the future me, the person that I'm going to become, it kind of haunts me. And, you know, I'm not hopeless about it. I am optimistic. I think that I've been raised well. I have enough people around me, my family, my siblings, who are able to keep me on the straight and narrow. And I am a man of God, or I am a child of God. Wouldn't say man quite yet. So it'll all be okay. But even if you say it's okay, it's still scary, and you still don't know what's going on. You don't know what's ahead of you. I also have a very bad habit of kind of escaping into daydreams of who I want to be and who I wish I was. You know, me already being where I want to be. doing the things I want to do, being virtuous and kind and charismatic. You know, I've said it before, it really, really does a lot of bad for your life. And I've tried to cut away from it, and it definitely has improved, because you're left with only what you are, not what you allow yourself to escape to. But the damage is still kind of done. I've already imagined myself in these situations, and I'm so astronomically far away from them, and I don't even know what it would realistically be like to be those people, to be in those situations. So it's scary. I don't know if I can be. There are people my age who are incredible singers, incredible actors, better than me, who are more passionate, more charming, more everything. I feel as if I'm falling behind. And every piece of advice offered to me is advice I've heard before, but it's advice that I can't really do anything with, because I don't know the advice. I'm just hearing it. I'm just having to accept it on face value without actually understanding its principles. What do I do with that? I don't know. It's scary, but I'm gonna move forward with positivity. This channel is kind of weird. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether I can trust myself to be consistent, or whether I can trust myself to make something good, but it's here, and nobody's forcing me to do anything. I'm not forced to do any type of content, any type of behavior on here. I just am. I am myself, and I think that's enough, at least for now. To all the people who have watched, and to all the people who are still here, thank you. Thank you a lot. It really does mean a lot to have people. I'll do my best.